Making a new Pokemon from every day, according to this calendar. Alright, so on day 1, the calendar gave us Fuecoco, and when we spun the wheel, it gave us Mega Evolution. And since Fuecoco can't Mega Evolve, we Mega Evolved its final evolution, Skeledirge, which gave us Mega Skeledirge, the Singer Pokemon. A still fire and ghost type, the abilities, Blaze, and the hidden ability, Unaware. Due to the power of Mega Evolution, Skeledirge's singing has become more loud and brash. However, it still has a caring nature and tends to the egg that has appeared on its head. So on day 2, the calendar gave us Raichu, and when we spun the wheel, it gave us Past Paradox. So, Zenton, Rowdy Thunder, the Paradox Pokemon, an electric fighting type with the ability Photosynthesis. It resembles a mysterious Pokemon described in a paranormal magazine as a Raichu from 1 billion years ago. These rowdy Pokemon slam their heavy tails against the ground, creating a thunderous sound that scares off weaker Pokemon. Rowdy Thunder is based a bit off of Gorochu, which was the cut evolution of Raichu from Pokemon Red and Blue. And on day 3, the calendar gave us Frostmoth, and when we spun the wheel, it gave us Convergent. With that out of the way, presenting Frostmanta, the Manta Pokemon. A pure water type, the ability Swift Swim, and the hidden ability Water Veil. Though it looks like Frostmoth, Frostmanta is an entirely different species. Frostmanta swim elegantly through the waves, displaying their aquatic beauty. Frostmanta is based on, well, a manta. And on day 4, the calendar gave us Vaporeon. And when we spun the wheel, it gave us Mega Evolution. With that out of the way, presenting Mega Vaporeon, the Bubble Jet Pokemon. A still pure water type, the abilities Water Absorb, and the hidden ability, Hydration. Mega Evolution caused Vaporeon's cells to be composed entirely of water. Some say that Mega Evolution brings out this Pokemon's inner beauty. Mega Vaporeon just expands upon Vaporeon's mermaid inspiration. And on day 5, the calendar gave us Vaporeon. Again? Oh wait, I remember now. The calendar gave us Vaporeon both the 4th and the 5th. So, I'll be making 2 forms for Vaporeon. With that out of the way, when we spun the wheel, it gave us Future Paradox. So, presenting Iron Diver, the Paradox Pokemon. A water steel type with the ability Cork Dry. It resembles an object described in a paranormal magazine as a Vaporeon from 1 billion years in the future. It appears to have been used as some sort of underwater data collecting machine. Alright, so on day 6, the calendar gave us Chansey, and when we spun the wheel, it gave us Gigantamax. So, presenting Gigantamax Chansey, the Egg Pokemon. A still pure normal type, the abilities Natural Cure, Serene Grace, and the hidden ability Healer. Gigantamax Energy has heightened Chansey's eggs' nutritional value, that even 1 drop can cure any sickness. On day 7, the calendar gave us Bisharp, and when we spun the wheel, it gave us Mega Evolution. But since Bisharp can't Mega Evolve, we'll Mega Evolve its final evolution, Kingambit. So beware, the Kingly Mega Kingambit, the Big Blade Pokemon. A still Dark and Steel type, the abilities Defiant, Supreme Overlord, and the hidden ability Pressure. Mega Evolution has heightened the brutality of Mega Kingambit to the point to where it attacks all whether they be friend or foe. So on day 8, the calendar gave us Sunkern, and when we spun the wheel, it gave us Convergent. So make sure to beware of the surprisingly terrifying Sungern, the Tiger Pokemon. A pure fighting type, the abilities Intimidate, Guts, and the hidden ability Huge Power. Though it looks like Sunkern, Sungern is an entirely different species. Although it may seem harmless, there have been many reports of trainers getting mauled by this small Pokemon. On day 9, the calendar gave us Valka, and when we spun the wheel, it gave us Future Paradox. With that out of the way, prepare to meet your lifelong companion, Iron Wolf, the Paradox Pokemon. A rock and steel type with the ability Cork Dry. It resembles an object described in a paranormal magazine from 1 billion years in the future. It appears to be some sort of companionship machine, marketed towards young trainers. Iron Wolf is based off of those toy robot dogs. So on day 10, the calendar gave us Kirlia, when we spun the wheel, it gave us Convergent. Presented Scarelia, the Scarecrow Pokemon. A grass and ghost type with the abilities Shadow Tag, Leaf Guard, and the hidden ability No Guard. Although it resembles Kirlia, Scarelia is an entirely different species. During the day, it does not move, but when night falls, it appears to be moving at unknown speeds. Scalia is, surprise, surprise, based off of a scarecrow. Alright, so on day 11, the calendar is Corvisquire, and we spun the wheel, it gave us Regional Form. Presenting the shady Corvisquire, Regional Form, the Merchant Pokemon. Grass Dark type, with the abilities Pickpocket, Keen Eye, and the hidden ability Frith. This regional form of Corvisquire seems to have adapted to escape predators like Pinkatung. It has discarded its noble lifestyle in order to survive on the streets. This regional form of Corvisquire is based off of a shady merchant, which is the opposite of a noble squire. So on day 12, the calendar gave us Corvisquire. Again, because we got Corvisquire on both the 11th and the 12th. So I'll be making 2 forms for Corvisquire. With that out of the way, when we spun the wheel, it gave us Future Paradox. So, presented the robotic Iron Satellite, the Paradox Pokemon, a flying and fire type, the ability Quark Drive. It resembles an object described in a paranormal magazine as a Corvisquire from 1 billion years in the future. It appears to have been used to absorb energy from the sun. An iron satellite is based on, well, a satellite. Alright, so on day 13, the calendar gave us Voltorb. When we spun the wheel, it gave us Pass Paradox. So, presenting the explosive Furious Fuse, the Paradox Pokemon, an electric fire type with the ability Photosynthesis. It resembles a mysterious Pokemon described in a paranormal magazine as a Voltorb from 1 billion years ago. When angered, these Pokemon will light the fuse atop their head, grinning, as it creates a massive explosion. Furious Fuse is based off of a bomb. So on day 14, the calendar gave us Psyduck, and when we spun the wheel, it gave us Regional Form. So presenting the Herbal Psyduck, Regional Form, the Herbal Duck Pokemon, a pure grass type with the abilities Effect Spore, Sap Sipper, and the hidden ability Natural Cure. Psyduck in this region have developed this way due to the medical herbs they were treated with. Psyduck in this region no longer have to worry about headaches anymore, thanks to the diet of medical herbs. This regional form of Psyduck is based on, a certain pea brand. Wink wink. Alright, so on day 15, the calendar gave us Swalot. When we spun the wheel, it gave us Future Paradox. So, presenting the Waste Pokemon, Iron Wastebin, the Paradox Pokemon, a poison steel type with the ability Quark Drive. It resembles an object described in a dubious magazine as a Swalot from 1 million years in the future. It appears to have been used for the sole purpose of waste disposal. And if you couldn't tell, Iron Wastebin is based off of a garbage can. Alright, so on day 16, the calendar gave us Skidoo. And when we spun the wheel, it gave us Regional Form. So, presenting the friendly Skidoo, Regional Form, the Mountain Pokemon, a pure rock type, the ability Rockhead, and the hidden ability Fenguard. Skidoo's body has adapted to be rock hard, thanks to the salt and the food it eats. The ancient mountain people would use Skidoo as a way to climb up steep mountains. Because of this, it is thought to have been one of the first tamed Pokemon. Skidoo is based off a mountain goat, because it's literally a mountain goat. Alright, so on day 17, the calendar gave us Dunsparce. When we spun the wheel, it gave us Convergent. So, presenting the bug-eyed Dunsec, the tree bug Pokemon, a pure bug type with the abilities Compound Eyes, Runaway, and the hidden ability Rattled. Although it resembles Dunsparce, Dunsec is an entirely different species. Unlike Dunsparce, who burrows on the ground, Dunsec burrows in the trees above, where its natural predator, Weefowl, can't see it. Dunsec is based on any kind of bug with really big eyes. Okay, so on day 18, the calendar gave us Dolliv. When we spun the wheel, it gave us Gigantamax. So without further ado, presenting the towering Gigantamax Dolliv, the Olive Pokemon, a still grass normal type, with the ability Early Bird and Harvest. Gigantamax energy has invigorated Dolliv's oil with more nutrients than before. If you anger this towering Pokemon, it'll unleash a torrent of olive oil in response. Alright, so on day 19, the calendar gave us Dolliv. Again? Because we got Dolliv on both the 18th and the 19th, so making 2 forms for Dolliv. With that out of the way, when we spun the wheel, it gave us Pass Paradox. So, presenting the thorny Prickly Palm, the Paradox Pokemon, a grass and poison type, the ability Photosynthesis. It resembles a mysterious Pokemon described in a paranormal magazine as a Dolliv from 1 billion years ago. It mercilessly slashes foes with its spiky arms. Eventually the sting will fade, but the poison won't. Prickly Palm is based off an ancient tree called a Sagu Palm. On day 20, the calendar gave us Diglett, and we spun the wheel, it gave us Gigantamax. So, presenting the terrifying Gigantamax Diglett, the Mole Pokemon. A still pure ground type, the abilities Sandville, Arena Trap, and the hidden ability Sand Force. Gigantamax energy has heightened this Pokemon's digging power to the point where it will tunnel through planets with ease. Because of this, the ancients revered it as the Destroyer of Worlds. Okay, so on day 21, the calendar gave us Hatcham, and we spun the wheel, it gave us Pass Paradox. Now prepare to get crushed by the terrifying Frivolous Feelings, the Paradox Pokemon, a psychic rock type, the ability Photosynthesis. It resembles a mysterious Pokemon described in a dubious magazine as a Hatcham from 1 billion years ago. If it feels any slight shift in emotion, it it'll go on a furious rampage, thrashing all in its path. Frivolous Feelings is kind of based off of a caveman. So on day 22 of the calendar year, Scyther, who spun the wheel, it gave us Future Paradox. So presenting the Slashing Iron Saw, the Paradox Pokemon, a bug electric type with the ability Quark Drive. It resembles an object described in Dubious magazine as a cipher from 1 billion years in the future. It appears to have been originally invented for the cutting of trees. However, some seem to be more akin to battling than chopping. Iron Saw is based on, well, a saw. So on day 23, the calendar year was Growlithe, and when we spun the wheel, we got Pass Paradox. So presenting the surprisingly friendly Growlithe, the Paradox Pokemon, a fire and rock type with the ability Photosynthesis. It resembles a mysterious Pokemon mentioned in a Paranormal magazine as a Growlithe from 1 billion years ago. Although it seems dangerous, they appear to be really friendly and love being near humans. Researchers theorize that this may have been the first domesticated Pokemon. Okay, so on day 24 of the calendar year's Drifblim, when we spun the wheel, it gave us Mega Evolution! So, presenting Mega Drifblim, the Blimp Pokemon, a Steel Ghost and Flying type with the abilities Aftermath, Wind Rider, and the hidden ability Flare Boost. Mega Energy has inflated Drifblim to triple its original size. It can now easily carry more than 100 people, but who knows if those people will be seen again. Mega Drifblim is based off of a hot air balloon. Alright, so day 25 of the calendar year is Kamala. When we spun the wheel, we got Future Paradox. So, presenting the Flying Iron Rocket, the Paradox Pokemon, a normal flying type with the ability Quark Drive. It resembles an object described in the Paranormal magazine as a Kamala from 1 billion years in the future. It appears to have been used for space exploration, storing whatever it has seen inside its rocket. No one has ever been able to open the rocket, though. Alright, so on day 26, the calendar year was Kamala. Again, because we got Kamala on both the 25th and 26th, so I'll be making 2 forms for Kamala. Get that out of the way, when we spin the wheel, it'll give us Gigantamax. So without further delay, presenting the towering Gigantamax Kamala, the Drowsing Pokemon, a pure normal type with the ability Comatose. The energy from Gigantamaxing has allowed Kamala's log to once again become a towering tree. With the slightest movement from Kamala, the gigantic tree will fall over, crushing all in its path. Alright, so on day 27 the calendar year was Titan, when we spun the wheel, it gave us Pass Paradox. So, presenting the fierce Frozen Brute, the Paradox Pokemon, an ice and rock type with the ability Photosynthesis. It resembles a mysterious Pokemon described in a Paranormal magazine as a Titan from 1 billion years ago. It swings its mighty tail at all who so much as glance at it. Frozen Brood is based off of those dinosaurs with the giant rocks in their tails. Okay, so on day 28, calendar gave us Lilligant. When we spun the wheel, it gave us Convergent. So presenting the confusing Lilligant, the flower bug Pokemon. A pure bug type with the abilities Flower Veil, Leaf Guard, and the hidden ability Compound Eyes. Although it very closely resembles Lilligant, Lilligant is an entirely different species. This Pokemon wraps its bug body in flora to try to appear like a flower. This coincidentally makes it appear like Lilligant. Lilligant is based on bugs that try to resemble flowers. Okay, so on day 29, the calendar year was Seviper. When we spun the wheel, it gave us Regional Form. Presented Seviper, Regional Form, the Horn Snake Pokemon. A pure Steel type with the ability Light Metal and the hidden ability Steadfast. This regional form of Seviper adapted a full metal body to protect against its natural predator Zangoose. It is said pillagers of old were often seen with this Pokemon by their side. This regional form of Seviper is based off of Vikings, as well as their boat. So on day 30, the calendar gave us Magikarp. When we spun the wheel, we got Mega Evolution! But since Magikarp can't Mega Evolve, we'll Mega Evolve its final evolution, Gyarados. Since Gyarados already has a Mega Evolution, we'll be giving it a Y Mega Evolution. So, presenting the flying Mega Gyarados Y, the atrocious Pokemon, a water flying type with the ability Intimidate. Due to the power of Mega Evolution, Gyarados has now left the sea to take to the sky. It will squirt blast the water from high above at those it detests. A certain class of Sky Trainers say that this is the true Mega of Gyarados. This Mega Evolution of Gyarados is more based on the Dragon kites. So on day 31, the calendar gave us Mary. When we spun the wheel, it gave us Pass Paradox. So presenting the adorable Furious Floof, the Paradox Pokemon, an electric dragon type with the ability Photosynthesis. It resembles a mysterious Pokemon described in Paranormal magazine as a Mary from 1 billion years ago. Although it appears cute, it's still recommended to approach it with caution, as one spark could down a Copperajah. Also, shiny is pretty, am I right? Make sure to comment down below who your favorite was this month, and I'll see you again next month. Bye!